Leveraging its historic building inventory, the General Services Administration established its National Historic Preservation Act Section 111 Outlease Program in 1999, with no comparable models in the federal government. This nationwide program leases space in historic federally owned buildings for rehabilitation and reuse by the community. In some instances, private partners pay for the capital improvements, which benefit the property, and the buildings are preserved through a creative team approach. Throughout the U.S., these outleases make federal buildings more accessible to the public, which contributes to the vitality of the surrounding community. In the 20 years since its inception, the program has earned more than $173 million in income, money which is then dedicated to the preservation of GSA's owned historic buildings. The program has funded hundreds of preservation projects and incentivized the leasing of excess space. Annual income from the program has grown from $575,000 in its first year to more than $12 million today. In Los Angeles, the National Historic Landmark U.S. Courthouse is now housing 140,000 square feet of state courts functions. In Alabama, the Montgomery Greyhound bus station is leased by the Alabama Historical Commission and has been adapted as the Freedom Rides Museum, one of the few civil rights sites operated by the state. The Freedom Rides Museum is now recognized as an official designation of the U.S. Civil Rights Trail, along with more than 100 locations across 14 states. Led by the Center for Historic Buildings Office of the Chief Architect, the program is an innovative federal agency model for the effective use of excess space in historic buildings. Through these effective public-private partnerships, thousands of residents have seen a revitalization of their community, increased small business opportunities, and importantly, the improved utilization of historic public buildings.
Hi, I'm Dan Matthews, Commissioner for the Public Building Service at the General Services Administration. And on behalf of GSA, thank you. It is an honor to accept the 2020 Federal Partnerships in Historic Preservation Award for the GSA Section 111 Outleasing Program. Since its inception over 20 years ago, the GSA Outleasing Program has restored and increased the public benefit of federally owned historic properties across the country. Section 111, specifically, has over 700 outleases in 198 historic buildings. GSA's outleases make otherwise highly secure federal buildings more accessible to the public. They also contribute to the economic health and vitality of the community. We are proud to be a partner in the effort to restore and preserve the country's heritage while delivering value to the American people. I'd like to publicly thank my GSA colleagues, Beth L. Savage, Director of our Center for Historic Buildings, Sarah Garner, Section 111 Program Manager, Jeff Jensen, Brian Ty, Rob Lacey, Gigi Peel, and Jason Mack for their historic building stewardship and commitment to the GSA mission.